What about that? 2 in a day. How good is that? Still Tuesday. I'm up on Manor. I'm on Windy House. So anyway, what do you reckon to my idea about us buying a few boats and going and looking after the channel? You know, we've got Navy what should be doing that, but obviously Mr. Starmer's thinking, well, I can send our troops on out to look after them. Crazy, absolutely mental. By the way, I'm Michael Fogg. I'm an independent fuel director based in Sheffield, but I'm also, I've got a little farm and I'm more into farming and stuff like that. I love farming, I absolutely love it. I've got 4 Jacobs now. Jacobs sheeps are rare sheeps. They're on rare list. They're not all that rare now realistically, but they were at one time. So I bought 4 ewes, a ewe's a lady sheep, but then I thought I need a man, so I bought a tup. So a tup's a man sheep. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Except the tup got into another field and mated with some other sheep who belong to another farmer. Not very happy, obviously. Scanned my sheep on Sunday and every single one of them pregnant. Every one of them. Up duff. That Jacob, that Theo, my tup, he's got some what is it, family allowance, whatever they call it, what they have to pay out. Not half. Anyway, he's he hadn't just impregnated them so they're all having one lamb. Every one of them, every single sheep, all 4 of them, is having twins. I can't believe it, honestly. I can't. So I'll be putting them on YouTube as well. See, I'd rather put sheep on than coffins and caskets and embalming fluid and shrouds. And I think it's a lot nicer to have sheep on. Countryside, relaxation. Right. I hate turning in round here. It's right narrow, this bit on Prince. Back end of this car sticks out. We've got to do something about this invasion. We've really got to do something. Because if we don't, 5 years' time, we've lost it, seriously. I think we've lost it nearly now. Do you know something? Nah, this will cause a bit of a controversy. It used to be years ago that to take a country over, you had to go in with guns and aeroplanes and all this. But now, today, you don't. You don't have to go in with guns and kill people. You can invade them in a different way today, and you can outbreed them. And I'm not knocking Pakistanis, I'm not knocking Muslims, I'm not knocking anyone. Let these kids cross. So I'm not having a go at just anybody. What I'm saying is true. You can be outbred. So most English families, years and years ago, would have 8 or 9 kids. But today, you can't afford to have 8 or 9 kids. Most people can't anyway. But some cultures still have 8 or 9 kids. Some of these that's coming over here will have big families, huge families. That's all they do. Curry pots on first thing in the morning, next thing in bed, knocking kids out. Shoot up to mosque, 11 o'clock, after morning prayers, whatever it is. I'm not racist. I'm not having a go at anybody. What I'm saying is I honestly think we'll be outbred. I do. Keir Starmer won't like me saying that. And there's a few people who are not like it. You always upset somebody, don't you? It don't matter what happens. You're always going to upset somebody. Oh, have you heard how he's talking? He's vile. I was looking at Paula's car there. I thought it were scuffed. It's not. I don't think it is. Anyway, it's not vile what I'm saying. It's what I think, and it's my channel, so I'll say what I think. You've got to be careful today, because Keir Starmer don't like people saying what they think. In fact, he's bringing a law in to make it that you're not allowed to talk, and you're not allowed to go in pub and say what you think, because it might upset somebody. We're petrified of upsetting people today, aren't we? Like this car, bastard, fucking hell. Trotting about. Oh, he's going to park there anyway, or she is. We're petrified today to upset people. We have to pussyfoot around people. We have to watch the feelings. Oh, don't upset me. I don't want upsetting. Have you heard how he's talking? It's horrible. Well, don't listen to him then, you fucking nutcase. Scroll past, go to some else. They're just crazy. Went for an MRI scan up to Western Park Hospital for cancer thing, what they're doing. And on sheet it says, oh, is there any chance of you being pregnant? It could be. I'll put yeah. Well, you're breastfeeding. Yeah. What do you class yourself as? Oh. White British male. Thought, should I put that? Because now I'm going to get nothing. Might not even get scanned now I've put that. At lowest in society. Oh, he's one of them. He's actually admitted to being white, British, male, English. Fucking hell. Looked at that form and thought to the sense, oh, the fucking horrible bastard. Imagine admitting to that. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a bit closer to me door. These lads room then to get an ambulance out. So crazy. Mental word. I like that Donald Trump said, shoot me shutter. I like Donald Trump says, we're going to have two genders. We're going to have male and female. I live and let live. That's my motto. Live and let people get on with doing what they want to do. But when they're doing something that's affecting us, then that should be wrong. Like men dressed as women going in women's toilets, to me, is wrong. Children being in them toilets, seeing a bloke walking, to me, that's wrong. Totally wrong. And I know a lot of you're going to moan about this, and a lot of you'll say, oh, you can't say that. I know you can't. You can't say no. You can't say nothing. Oh, by the way, sorry, if I have swore on any of these videos, with me being a Freemason, I would like to deeply apologise. And obviously, it wasn't meant to happen. So, just any brothers are watching, brethrens, There's one in Chesterfield, he's an arsehole, he really is. He reported me to Masons, actually. He's been swearing. Let me explain something. And there's spire. The spire is not the only thing in Chesterfield that's crooked. That's what I think. Anyway, he rung him up and says, he's been swearing on that channel. Watch it and you'll see. So I had to have a meeting, and he says, you know, Michael, we should address ourselves out in public as we should address ourselves in the lodge, and speaking in that type of way isn't tolerated in the lodge. They're all about 100-year old, see. So, all right. Well, I didn't say much. I said bollocks a few times. Oh, we can't say that word. Not in the lodge and not out of the lodge. We must treat people with respect and with dignity, Michael. Well, I do. I don't treat everybody with respect and dignity. I don't treat nonces. I don't treat paedophiles. I don't treat murderers with respect and dignity. I treat people with respect and dignity who treat me with respect and dignity. Thinking of joining Buffaloes, actually. And then I've been looking into some else. But I'll not go into that on here. The Crusaders. So, Knights Templar. I'm right into Knights Templar at the minute. Right into. I can't tell you how much. I'm reading books about it, and I'm right into Knights Templar. I like Freemasonry, and I like all the rituals that happens in the Freemasons and all the, because you say, oh, it's a secret society. They're all corrupt. Well, they're not. They're just ordinary blokes. They're just ordinary people who meet up, do things in a lodge, what they call lodge, which is just a building, that's, yeah, I made a promise that I wouldn't release anything that I'd learned in the lodge, anything that I've been shown or taught. And I'll keep that promise till my dying day. And even if I see another Mason in a pub or something like that, and every Mason will say that, yeah, we have got ways that we know if somebody else is a Mason, just by standing and looking at his feet, maybe. Just see how he's stood, what he's doing. You can tell a Mason. Mason can tell another Mason. It's not all about handshakes, believe me. But at the moment, I'm looking at, because I'll never not be a Mason, but I'm looking at Knights Templar. There's Buffaloes, but I don't know too much about that. I ain't done much research on that. I like doing stuff like that because it's all about charity. And it is. That's what Masons is about. Yeah, looking after each other, but also looking after other people. Second biggest givers, apart from obviously National Lottery, to charity in England. It's important. I'm tired because I'm in some I can't tell you how much pain. I've been up most at night, so I'm not in best of moods today. I can't breathe in, which isn't good when you've got to also, to breathe out, you need to breathe in. So I've got something going on with my lungs, and it's absolutely horrendous. I'm on so many painkillers. So I'm struggling a bit today. I was struggling a bit yesterday. Our Dave's funeral, my uncle's. It was an hard day yesterday. Because my Uncle Dave was like my dad. But our Dave weren't drunk all the time. My dad were. So it was a really difficult day. Don't know how I got through it. It was, I can't imagine what our Ryan went through and our Lisa and Diane. They were his kids. I can't, and his grandkids and his great grandkids. I just can't imagine. It was a lovely service though, it was amazing. It was all about family, our Dave. Family were everything to him, it was important. And I don't think I'll ever meet anybody like him. Our Diane said, when we were in car, bringing him back in limousine, and our Diane says, he were proud of you. He were so proud of you, what you've achieved and done. And I was thinking in my head, but it was your dad that showed me how to be. People like your dad. I have a lot of people to thank. So our Dave's up there on top of the list. I saw our Sid there and all. I saw both. Well, I saw Sid and Sid, but Sid's not Sid, is Michael. Big Michael. Oh, gets confusing. So our Big Michael we call Sid, but his brother's called Sid. So they're both Sids, but one's really Michael. Don't worry about it. Anyway, they haven't seen both our Sids together for years. It was nice to see them and shake their hand. I think that really got me down yesterday, doing that funeral for our Dave. And I had to be professional because I'm a funeral director, obviously. A lot of people that's not in funeral profession will understand what I'm saying, that you still have to be professional. Even when I did my dad's funeral, you've got to be professional. We try and not let us emotions show. It's difficult. It's really difficult, obviously. I mean, I've spent best part of 36 years trying to look melancholy. People can tell me a joke and I'll not laugh at it until might be 20 minutes later and I'm thinking about it, and it's then appropriate to be able to laugh at it, and I'll laugh at it for ages. Training centre, that's quite good actually, isn't it? Doo-doo. That's my phone going, don't know what that is. So, yeah, it was a difficult day yesterday. Probably, I've lost count of how many thousands of funerals that I've conducted and done. But my Auntie Margaret, our Dave's wife, passed away a few years since. And that was difficult. Really difficult. But our Dave, that just ripped heart out of me yesterday. But I didn't show no emotions, and I'm glad about that. I know I put a comment on Facebook, and in one of the comments somebody had put that they could see grief in my face. Well, I'll be truthful with you. When I bowed and walked away from coffin prior to service starting, I didn't know, I couldn't turn around to walk straight out because my eyes were tearing up, and I didn't want our Lisa and Diane and Ryan to see that, and grandkids. I was there to look after them yesterday, but I was honoured and privileged to look after him. Anyway, I'll go and get a cup of tea. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to watch these blogs that I put on. And I mean that genuinely, right? And I know it just feels so good having a chat to piece of plastic that's flashing with a red light on. Don't know what it is about it. I find it therapeutic. So, on my phone, hang on. Look here. Funeral ambulance. Thora. Betty. Vinny. He's 800. And him. And me. And ways of being cleaning, doing clinical waste. So, Dave Johnson's in there, look. Look here, Shrek, watch him. Howdy, Mr. J. I'm alright, kid, how are you? See, that's what he's doing, that's our engravers. I'll take you through and show you engraving machines. So these are engraving machines that we use. This one, how these are, look, watch this. So this was made in, born, I always say, in 1956. How lovely is that? A lot of funeral directors today have, we have two, so this is for the small casket type ones, like, I'll tell you what, like that type. It's got silver and gold on the other side, but so that goes in there, and then puts these brass letters in there. It's a really old-fashioned way of working. And then that's for bigger plates where he's going to put in now. He gets a plate out of here today, puts it in here. He's an expert at this lad. He's on with it. He don't mess about. Learned this in prison. Keeps it nice and clean. So that's that. Yeah, face masks. If anybody ever wants any face masks, give us a shout. The proper face masks. Michael for funeral directors. So sometimes we meet vulnerable people when we're on service, and it's important that we have face masks. Team go out with face masks on. This. Now my grandson, who's 9, he'll hate me for saying this. Put that here. Don't know if you can still see me. So this I've had for about 7 years. There's only us has this. My grandson said to me, Jake, when he was about 3, how do angels know to come, Grandad? In fact, no, I'll tell you the full story on the next blog. Catch you later.